Thank you, President. I rise to support the Agriculture and Food Safety Legislation Amendment Bill 2024. And I'm pleased to speak on this legislation. It's an important step towards strengthening Victoria's food safety regulatory framework, amending several key acts: the Food Act 1984, the Meat Industry Act 1993, the Seafood Safety Act 2003 and the Dairy Act 2000. The bill aims to streamline food safety regulation in Victoria, improving the operational efficiency of regulatory bodies such as PrimeSafe and Dairy Food Safety Victoria. It introduces new provisions to strengthen the oversight of high-risk products like raw milk, enables more effective information sharing among regulators, and reduces administrative burdens on local councils and businesses. This will lead to a more transparent, consistent and effective food safety system, benefiting consumers and producers alike. It's, I think, from a public health and safety perspective, particularly, as I mentioned there before, raw milk, it's going to help to prevent foodborne illnesses, ensuring that consumers can trust the safety of dairy products in Victoria. Similarly, the strengthening of licensing requirements for the seafood sector ensures that only those who meet high standards are entrusted with the responsibility of maintaining the safety and quality of seafood products. And it will, from a regulatory efficiency perspective, it will allow regulators to work more effectively together, responding swiftly to any emerging issues that might affect the food supply chain. And from an industry sustainability perspective, the necessary regulatory adjustments to support its growth and sustainability. And it's the sustainability of the agriculture sector that is really important, and is one of the key drivers in the government bringing this legislation, and the government's consistent efforts in the space of agriculture. We heard a bit of flaptrap over there from the Nationals, trying to link the Labor Party to AJP. They like to conveniently ignore that most of their policies are driven out of Queensland by miners. If the Queensland National Party had their way, they'd be, they'd obviously be putting a nuclear reactor into prime agricultural land and ripping up farmland to frack it. So, you know, we know that's where the national policies come from. So if they want to throw mud, four of the last premiers in this state come from regional Victoria, are Labor MPs, and I know it grinds the Liberals that regional seats that used to be the Liberals in the 90s, I remember growing up there when Kennett ripped the guts out of it all. They're all Labor now, Geelong, Ballarat, and you know the Liberals want to sit there and say that they own rural communities, they own regional communities. But when I go out to somewhere like the Lakes, they absolutely love what has happened with the ability for sport and recreational fishing there. I would love to invite Miss Bath, if she's heard of the Peninsula. It's in her electorate. $2 billion worth of agricultural products. Come to the Peninsula, Miss Bath. See the agricultural products. See the horticultural product. Come and enjoy paddock to plate as you discussed. So I want to commend this bill to the House. I want to stress that we have historically and currently have strong, brilliant agricultural ministers in the Labor government. We have great regional representation in the government of Labor MPs, and I commend this bill to the House.